Of this men's heat with Mr. Alberto Rondina versus Mr. Mark Jacobs. So we've got New Zealand, Mark Jacobs from New Zealand versus Alberto Rondina from Italy. That's Alberto right there coming in towards us, starting things off with a nice shifty three. And Mark Jacobs following close behind him. Let's see if he's going to actually go for a trick or not. Looks like he's just going to pinch upwind behind the judges tower. That's Sammy Golly right there blocking our view, our head judge. Looks like he's got some business back on the lee where our cameraman is based. And it looked like that was Albie out the back throwing something. I missed it. It was kind of panned out, but looked like he landed and rode away clean. So if you are just joining us, we are here in the semifinals of our men's single elimination freestyle here. Alberto Rondina versus Mark Jacobs on the water right now after we just took a short break to get everyone fed and let the hopefully the high tide start to recede a bit so we don't have to swim back from our tower. Basically we're in have to swim to our judges tower to access it with the printers over our heads and everything. So it's the tides come up quite high and we're definitely all having to swim to get here, but we're here with the best seat in the house. As you can see, we've got the light falling. Mark Jacobs with a nice blind judge. The light has begun to kind of pass in the back and not be so glary, so it's better conditions, so it's probably good for us to take that break. Better viewing conditions for you guys at home. And the tower is just getting rocked here. I don't know if you can see the camera shaking at all. Definitely can feel it. It's probably moving a centimeter and a half by just some of these gusts coming through, so pretty volatile wind, pretty gusty conditions here, but these guys are making the best of it. And Albie right there with the front blind, getting it around. Kind of a splashy landing, but getting it done. Mark Jacobs not really finding what he wanted, just a pop and railie. I'm sure he was going for something bigger. Mark Jacobs on his switch kite. Albie going down. And Mark with a solid S3, but going down as well. You can see that making the pass and getting your board underneath you doesn't mean you're going to ride away from these the trick in these challenging conditions. So, but earlier in those female rounds, we saw a pretty big upset. Gisela Polito, our current world champion, getting taken out by a relative newcomer to the tour. That was a pretty interesting heat to watch, especially when we can see those scores coming in as the tricks are being landed. So right now we still are waiting for a number of Albie's tricks to be approved, but right now we've got Mark Jacobs with a 17.69, so pretty high scoring heat thus far for Mark Jacobs. I think basically the the jet skis are coming right up to the judges tower, and they just asked the judges to move to one side. Oh, Albie getting a blind judge around, but not really sticking the landing. And Mark Jacobs going down as well. But yeah, the safety crew came by on the jet ski saying, "Judges, can you move more to the other side of the tower? We're seeing that it's leaning," which doesn't make me feel that safe, as I'm about 5-6 meters here up in the air. You can see pretty windy conditions right now. We've definitely, these guys are on 7s, and we've seen the winds increase from when we took our break. So we're solid 35 higher gusts right now, 35 knots. And these guys are doing the best they can in these pretty rather windy conditions. It's funny because this place is known for pretty extreme winds. I mean, just strong winds, so great, reliable wind. But in the days prior, during the windsurfing event, they actually had a pro windsurfing event. The PWA was here right before us. Oh, Albie with a big old kite loop. And the windsurfers unfortunately had the really light wind that would have been pretty good kiting wind. And now we've got all this really strong wind, which is quite good for windsurfing. And these guys are having to compete in it. And Mark with a slim chance, just narrowly avoiding Albie and his kite going down pretty hard there. He made the pass and then just was screaming downwind a million miles an hour, holding onto the bar with one hand. So you can see that these are fairly extreme conditions. Albie with a low mob and just not. Every trick that these guys have on lockdown has a whole nother level of difficulty in these conditions on these small kites. All right, that's going to do it for that first heat back after our break. I'm seeing lines starting to stack up here on the inside, meaning tide is receding, meaning we're going to get some kickers, nice kickers rolling through here close up to the tower. So hopefully we'll get to see that. So based on what I'm seeing from our judges, we've got Mark Jacobs with a narrow win over Mr. Alberto Rondina, and it looks like all of our tricks are approved except for one from Alberto, but I don't think it's going to be enough to bump him up, so we're going to call that a win for Mark Jacobs as we move on into our next heat of the day, which is going to be a doozy. It's going to be That was Alex going down right at the buzzer at the start of this men's heat. Christopher Tack getting something out here in the early rounds. It's got to be a little bit of a nice NIS from Alex. But it's got to be a little bit of a mind game here, not making your first trick right at the buzzer. But 2 tricks on the board for each of these riders, or actually 2 trick attempts. 1 trick landed. Alex with a nice blind judge. Really nicely executed. See if he's got something else for us on this tack. And an NIS. And something from Christoph that I missed out the back, but he might have another trick for us as he is coming inside. No, he's going to attack and head back out. I'm sure he's got something on that. We can see that these competitors are giving each other a fair amount of room here in the competition area. Nice low mob from Alex, sticking it super clean. So we're waiting for our head judge to approve some of these scores. I don't have any scores coming in yet. Looks like Christoph's a little out of control out the back. And another switchback mob for Alex. On the inside, so showing the judges he's got it on both tacks. Mr. Pastor putting together a very solid heat right now. Oh, and I could see from here that shifty 3 was not high enough to really make it back around. That is Christoph right there on the screen. Not finding what he was looking for, ending up with just a railie. Oh, and Alex going for that shifty 3 again, and same thing, not really getting the height. Coming around and just stacking, actually. I think that was out of frame for you guys at home, unfortunately. Oh, Christoph looked like he was going for a slim chance and kind of bailing out last minute and just thumping down on his side, crashing his kite. So very challenging conditions for these guys. It might look warm, wonderful, and friendly, which it is, but it is a pretty challenging conditions for these guys to execute these high-level maneuvers in. Alex got a front blind on the inside. Alex Pastor from Spain. We've got Mr. Christoph Tack from Belgium. Loves his mayonnaise, loves his French fries, and he loves his new haircut. And it's been working for him. I'm not sure it's working as well this heat, though. We've got Alex riding really, really strong this heat. Solid performance. There's a nice shifty 3 with the amplitude he was looking for. Christoph with an S-bend. Christoph with an S-bend again. He's going for an S1 or an S3. You can see he's just dragging his hand there, trying to slow down, get his kite overhead, and get back out on another tack. So it looks like we've got a problem with our Alex's approvals on his scores, so I'm not seeing those scores coming in, but I think it's safe to say that he's got a solid lead over Mr. Christopher Tack from Belgium. He's got that 2 front blind mobs, or front blind. I think he was going for the front blind mob, which is another run 80 rotation back to heel side, which one of his signature tricks. Definitely one of the harder tricks, getting that last little rotation, and I bet he's going to try it again. He wasn't really happy with the past 2 front blinds that he put together. Oh! Alex going down. Looked like he was going for a KGB. I'm not certain. That's one of the tricks he usually has on lockdown, is a grabbed KGB, but as we know, in these kind of conditions, nothing is on lockdown. So Alex Pastor leading this men's heat of Christopher Tack versus Alex Pastor, and that's going to do it for that heat. I don't have scores to confirm, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that is Mr. Pastor with a solid lead over Christopher Tack, advancing in that round. Pretty safe to say, although I've been wrong many times. The heat is on. It's on the street. That's what Sammy likes to say. The heat is on. Every heat to the judges. Kevin Langare going down on his first trick of the heat, losing his board. Let's see if Reno picks it up for him. No, he says sorry. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and I'm battling up against you right now. You can fish your board out yourself. I'm going to throw a trick here, and it's called a blind judge 3 right there from Reno Remu. First trick of the heat for Reno. See if we got some... no, I was looking to see if we had some scores from that last heat, and it looks like they're still working on them. But Kevin's back. He's got his board on his feet, and he is riding towards the beach on his Nash kite. Reno riding for north, Kevin for Nash. Kevin going down on his second trick. He might have... I'm sure it's a pretty tough game here with, you know, thoughts of your prior injury here. But I've seen him ride very well in Germany a couple weeks ago. He was riding extremely well, as well as in Venezuela. Did quite well. So Kevin is... I think Kevin actually won the single in Germany. And then got ousted on the double by Yuri Zun. But that is Kevin right there, riding out. I bet his mom and dad are watching this, hopefully, at home. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Langare. Kevin with a nice frontside 3. Kevin's sister Yalu is actually a competitor. She did the tour for many years, and I think now she's focusing on the waves, doing some wave events. But she's definitely a very respectable freestyle rider as well. Looks like both of these guys are kind of struggling a bit with the conditions. Kevin just... oh, I'm not sure. His kite deflated. I was looking at the monitor and I didn't see what was going on with his kite, but he has bailed on that kite. It must have popped, and he's swimming back towards the beach. Unfortunate for him. Let's see if Reno is not having anything to do with it. Kevin is in the lead from what I'm looking at right here. So he still has you know, solid 4-point lead, I believe, over Reno. So let's see if he can get back to the beach in time to get another kite up. That's not a close swim, so he's going to be pretty knackered, I'm gathering. You can see his kite flopping around there down in the middle of the course. See what Reno's doing. That is Kevin doing the breaststroke, trying to get on one of those waves. Reno throwing a 3-1-3 out the back. That's could bring him up to where he is with Kevin right now and level the spread a bit. But actually, we've got some updates now. Kevin's sitting at 13 points, and Reno before that last trick was at 5.7. We'll have to see what that frontside 3 comes in at. Reno is still setting up for tricks. And back to blind. Pretty much a butt check, but still up and riding away from it. Kevin is almost back to the beach. And Reno is getting free hour right now for him to pull anything he wants or anything he can. So still at this point, Kevin is in the lead, so he has not lost his lead as of yet. It's just wondering if we can get a kite in his hands soon enough, as we've got about a minute and a half remaining. Reno going down, so Kevin is not he's not out of the running yet. Let's see if he can get a kite. I'm kind of trying to peek. Whoa. trying to peek around the corner, and I snagged my my mouthpiece on some tape that I have here anchoring some of my gear here onto the table. But Kevin is back out on the water, as you can see right there. He is still in the lead from what, oh no, okay, he just, Renault's tricks just added up to supersede his point total, so it's a 13.7 for Renault versus a 13.03 for Kevin, so he's got about 36 seconds to pull it together. He just kind of botched a shifty 3 attempt. Let's see, I know Kevin's got a watch, and he knows exactly what amount of time he's got. Renault's watching Kevin as he, and there goes Kevin. Oh, missing his 313. Oh man, and kite going down, and this could be a very unfortunate heat for Mr. Kevin Langeray, and I think that's going to do it for this heat, as Renault just pulled another solid trick right there. I think it was an S mode. Kevin is not going to be happy. Very unfortunate, but I guess fortunately enough for him, it is still the single elimination, and what a bum deal for Kevin, though. That's and that's the buzzer. Green flag up. Heat is on. Sebastian Garat and Yuri Zun at it head to head. Yuri firing off at the blind judge 3 right there early in the heat. And Seb saying, I got that one. But I think Yuri's is going to be the one that the judges reward more. That was not the smoothest of landings for Mr. Grott. But that heat is young. And there is plenty of time for him to repeat that trick and get it to where he's happy about it. Seb just kind of hopping around, looking like the Energizer Buddy, but not really doing any tricks. I'm not sure what he was doing there, but yeah, the judges have him down for 3 pops. So that was counted as a trick attempt. Unfortunate for him. Oh, Yuri with a big front mob. Kite got a little high, but looked like he might actually stack it on that one, but kept it together. And judges are gonna like that. And Seb going down. And there's Yuri with a monster kite loop, which I love to see. Flew about 50 meters, I'd say. Pinched way up at the top of the course. Sent it for the kite loop, and now he's about at least in the middle of the course. So pretty big box here that they have to throw their tricks in. That's one of the main things, is that the tricks have to be executed within the competition area. Sebastian not getting much out of that. But the rules state that if you take off within the competition zone and land out of it, you're still counted. So you just have to take off within the box. And Seb having a real hard time here in this heat against Yuri Zun, crashing most of his tricks. Yeah, actually everything he's really attempted. Well, Yuri going about 1,000,000 miles an hour downwind. Just trying to get back underneath his kite here in front of the tower. See if he's got something for our cameraman there in the water. He's going to hold off. Oh, no, didn't get what he needed. And there's a big kite loop from Seb. Oh, going down. Oh, and his kite just deforming and looked like it was about to, how do I put this in a PC manner? I don't think I can. I will just refrain. But his kite looked like it was about to just rip in half. Super loaded. Super Seagull. But it recovered, and he's up and riding. And Yuri is at the very top of the course. So I think he knows he's got a pretty solid lead over Seb. So maybe we'll see some massive kite loops just for fun out of Yuri. But looks like he's going to throw an S1 just to get some more points on the board. You can see his knee brace there. Riding as he was out for a season as well with a knee injury prior to becoming the world champion last year. Nice frontside 3, super compact kite, just locked in and super smooth. Looks like Seb kind of got a little, I don't know, probably put a little bit of fear in him. That last crash kind of looked a little scary, but just not riding his aggressive usual self. But I do not blame him, because these are very, very challenging conditions here for anyone, and especially here trying to put it all together in a 7-minute heat. And a KGB from Yuri. Hopefully he's got an idea of where he's sitting, which is a very, very solid lead over Seb Garat. He's got 27 points to Seb's 5.84 points, so a pretty massive lead right now. I don't think Seb's going to be able to recover here in the last minute of the heat. Yeah, it looks like Seb, he might have taken a pretty good hit on that crash, because he's not riding like his normal self, that's for sure. Unfortunate for him, but I think that's going to put Yurizun through here with 20 seconds remaining here in this heat. Yurizun versus Seb Garat, France versus Holland. And it looks like we might be going back to the women here right after this. Looks like we're gonna, and both Seb and Yuri skying nice high jumps, but it looks like we're gonna go back to some women here. I think we got Karolina Winkowska coming up on a 5-meter versus Bruna probably on a 5-meter kite as well, so stick around. There is more action to be had as we are going right. All right, and we are back with Bruna Kajia versus Karolina Winkowska. Definitely one of the best women's heats. I bet you will see at least definitely some of the best women riders. Both of them lighting it up out of the gate with a nice S-bends for each of them. You can see right there that is Karolina Winkowska from Poland, throwing a nice blind judge. Bruna looking probably for the same, but not getting it. Not getting the pop that she needed. But that will count as a trick attempt. One of her 12 trick attempts that she is allowed. See Bruna tuning her kite right there. She's on a 5.5 as well. Well, she's on a 5.5, and Karolina is on a 5 meter. So both of these ladies on probably the smallest kites that they own. And both of them looking pretty powered. Karolina Winkowska right there unhooked, waiting for the right opportunity to throw a big rally. That is Bruna Kajia way on the outside. That is Karolina on the pink board, loading up. Oh. S-bend. Kite got overhead. I think she was going for an S1. Both of these ladies are top of the field for sure. Both of them have got tricks that will make most men pretty much deflate their kite and go home. So they've both got a pretty substantial satchel of tricks from which they can take out at a moment's notice. And it's pretty impressive to watch these ladies, because only in the recently, probably the past 3 years, have the women actually gotten to close to the level of the men and have been able to execute a fair number of the same tricks that the men are doing. So it's pretty impressive to see both of these competitors here evolve over the past few years. Karolina specifically has gone through the roof with her consistency level. She's been training in Cape Town, South Africa, Muizenberg, Sunrise Beach, and she's killing it this year. Really riding strong, and amazing to watch as she's been able to execute some tricks that even the men have a hard time with. So, and Bruna as well. She's just been there and had that consistency a little bit longer than Karolina has. She's been at the top of the fleet for a number of years now, where Karolina's just kind of been nipping in this year. She kind of came into her own and is really kind of a standout rider amongst the women, and definitely nipping at Bruna and Gisella's heels. Karolina, you can see, just loaded right there, trying to depower her kite and just saying, you know what, I'm just going to do it with a ton of power in my kite. You know what? You guys do it. I'm going to do it. On my 5 meter here in Fuerteventura, lit out of my mind. That's Bruna Kajia right there, coming in the pink shorts. Can see her bearing off there. Oh, Shifty three, but missing the bar, unfortunately. Almost had it. Both these ladies right now are extremely powered. I can just see both of them. Just trying to keep it together, throwing walls of water. Both of them riding wakeboard boots for bindings. Looks like Bruna's on a tack further out, trying to get back up in front of the judges or throw something on her outside tack. Carolina's on the inside, looking for a little lull in some of that flat water, but not finding it. Score-wise, we've got 14 points for Carolina to 13 for Bruna Kajia. So very close heat right now with only 30 seconds remaining in this women's heat. So very close heat. Less than 1 point between these two ladies. Let's see if Bruna has what it takes to make it over Carolina. And Carolina going down on a S-bend blind, putting her kite right in the zone where you don't want to put a kite. Kind of in the impact zone in the shore break. But Bruna is on the outside and just threw a back roll, but she's got 5 seconds. Will she be able to do it? And she is starting a trick. Oh, she went through an S-bend, and I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to bump her up, because it was a very, very, very close spread right there between those two young ladies. There is only one back roll waiting to be approved, which is quite low scoring, and I'm not sure if that's going to be enough for Bruna Kajia, unfortunately, to advance. So I'm just kind of watching the tablet here, waiting to see All right, we're back. And we have a guest cameraman running the rig. Let's see if you can tell. It is who it is just by their filming technique. I doubt it, but it's Liam Whaley. Little Liam, the terror from Tarifa, running the camera down there, giving our usual cameraman a break. But as you can see, he's capturing Asha Litwin going up against Victoria Rosinska, who ousted Gisela Polito in the that last round. So we've got Asha Litwin versus Victoria Rosinska going at it here on the water. Got Asha riding her trademark Red Bull helmet, which is definitely not a bad idea here in these conditions. Throwing a nice front roll. Okay, Liam. Find the riders. There she is, Victoria Rosinska. I have not seen her ride before today, and I was quite impressed as she had a very narrow lead against Gisela Polito, current world champion, who she ousted here in the single elimination. So Gisela's going to have her work cut out for her in the doubles. But a nice shifty three from Asha Litwin, coming down a bit splashy, but as I've said before, it is Fuerteventura. Crashes are highly subjective. Victoria letting her kite get away from her. A little bit too high. And that is Asha Litwin coming in right front and center, right up to the judges' tower. She's about 20 feet from where I'm sitting right now, so give you an idea of the perspective we have. Nice little ollie indie grab from Asha. And Victoria getting a little rotation around. Not going to do a whole lot for her. But right now, we've got Asha Litwin with 11.5 over Victoria Rosinska with a 3.8. So Asha sitting in a pretty good position here in this heat with a little bit over 3 minutes remaining. So Victoria's got some time to kind of narrow that gap between the two, but remains to be seen if she's going to be able to pull it off, as Asha is still on the charge, and as we've seen before, she can land some serious tricks. Coming in over the back of that wave, you can see the wave starting to jack up, starting to break, hopefully set up for some kickers for the later rounds. Final should be pretty spectacular once these kickers start breaking. They're actually pretty big today. Asha with getting another front rotation off here with just 2 minutes remaining in this heat. See, Asha's got her Air Rush Razor branded with Red Bull as well. Both her and her teammate Bruna Kajia, both also riding for Air Rush as well as riding for Red Bull. And Victoria Rosinska with her kite down on the water, that green kite. There's Asha setting up for something and not really pulling it together, but still solid lead for Asha Litwin here. Less than 1 minute remaining. Asha sitting pretty with 14.61 points to Victoria's 5.31 points. So unfortunately for Victoria, her run in the singles has come to an end in about 30 seconds. So I don't think she's going to have... Oh, and Asha going large and losing her board in the air. Just kind of dragging away. We've got Victoria right there. Edging. And 5 seconds here remaining for her to pull something out of the bag. But I can see our male competitors getting back. Water and see what these guys have to say about this men's heat right now. So we're sitting in the is this the semifinals, right?
Semis, yeah. I think so.
Alberto winding up for a blind judge, but going down. Did you see what Alex did? I didn't catch that. Alex went down as well on the outside. How's that donut?
It's good.
Yeah, you know where I got that, don't you? Oh, I won't tell you. It's a secret.
Blinders 3 from Alex.
Shit.
3-1-3, crashing, Albie.
So, are you the youngest rider on the tour right now, or there's some other young riders? Who else is?
Yeah, there's a few other young riders now that are at this event, like Patrick Blanc and...
How old's Patrick?
16.
16, okay. I thought he was 18. So what was that from Alex? Was that a slim?
Yeah, slim.
So both of these guys, pretty high-powered riders.
Switch slim from Alex. And 3-on-3 from Albie. Oh.
Not seeing the scores coming in, so I'm thinking that might be an issue. But who do you think's got the lead at the moment?
I'm not sure. It looks pretty similar right now. Probably Alex. Oh.
Okay, now we got the updated version. We got scores coming in, and we've got Alex Pastor with a solid lead of 17 points over a very small score for Alberto Rondina with only one trick on the board. But the heat is still young. More than 3 minutes remaining.
Alex, switch low mode, failing at Albie, front blind. Sick.
So that's going to help Albie out a bit. Boy, that's a good donut.
Yeah, that's good. You have another one?
No, that was it.
Low mode from Alex Pastel.
Nice low mode. We've got the gap is
Alex
getting
Pastel's
narrow. 11 points for Alberto Rondina.
And it's gonna get Alex is gonna get a few more points now.
17 right now on the board for Alex, but I think that's
without the low mode.
hasn't counted as low mob yet.
I'll be with a
what was he going for there?
low mob.
So what are the conditions like here? I mean, what's the trick? It seems like a lever. People are, some people are staying outside where the wind's more consistent. Some people are coming inside, waiting for like a lull on the inside.
Yeah, outside it's really, really strong but less gusty, and then inside it's a bit lighter but much gustier. So you just have to decide what you prefer, I guess.
And what size kite would you be on right now if you're out there?
5.5, my smallest kite.
Albie's getting a few more tricks under his belt, but he's had a lot of crashes. We've got 10 trick attempts for Alex Pastor, 8 trick attempts for Albie. Actually, Alex has had the majority of the crashes, but still has a solid lead, 23.13 for Alex Pastor to 11.14 for Albie. Albie setting up right now on the inside.
Blind judge 3, nice one.
And a nice blind judge 3. And Alex on the outside, trying to see what Albie's doing.
3-on-3.
Albie,
no.
not keeping it together, making the trick, but just Not riding away from it clean.
Do you reckon that counts?
I don't think so.
No? You rode for a bit.
He did ride for
A couple of meters.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see.
Oh, it's quite cool up here.
No, that's counted as a crash. Yeah, it is a bit cooler up here, huh?
Pastor sticks the low move switch. I reckon Alex is going to win this.
Yeah, I think I think right now it's looking pretty favorable for Alex Pastor, but there's minute 10 remaining here in
He
this
has to
heat.
do something good.
He's going to have to do a few things pretty good. But we've seen him. He's one of your teammates.
Yeah.
So you've probably ridden with him a fair amount. Have you guys done any trips together? Or?
Yeah, we had a trip quite recently in Tarifa. And that was alright. Oh, Slim from Albi. What's the scores now?
We've got 13.97 from Alberta to a 23.13 from Alex.
But did they
Actually, no, that just posted up, so it's a 19.47.
Oh, Alex just did a front blind.
Oh, front blind. So that's going to keep it in 25 seconds remaining. I don't know if Albi's going to have time.
He's going to have to do a combo.
He's going to have to do a combo for sure.
Oh!
Shifty 5.
3 on 5 from Albi. Let's see, one more trick. How much longer?
We've got 3 seconds. One more, Albi. Do it.
Ah!
Set up. Oh, at the buzzer. I don't know. In the kite loop. I don't think. I'm not sure if he took off in time, but very close heat, and that could be it. We've got 25.77 for Albi, so he may have just pulled it at the very, very end. Let me see. We've got one more. No, we've got the back mob switch for
and the front blind
for Alex, and the front blind that has not. Actually, that front blind was after his 12th trick attempt, so it doesn't count.
Oh.
He's got that back mob that he's waiting to that we're waiting to have approved from our judges. Check it out. So
Renault.
Yuri v. Renault. You heard it right there from Liam's mouth. Yuri Zune versus Renault Remu.
Blinders 3 from Yuri. Nice. You can see the scores here.
Yep, as they come in, you just have to.
Yuri zoom blinders 3, and Renault with a Gailey.
I thought a Gailey needs to be hooked in. He wasn't hooked in.
Oh,
Sick.
massive 3-on-3 from Yuri.
Just a million miles an hour. Look at him, he's still trying to get it under control. And Renault not really finding what he needed either.
So blinders 3 from Yuri was a. Where do you see the average score? 6. Or
Yeah, you actually just see all the scores. The viewers at home get to see the actual average. We just see the average in the reflected in the overall point total.
okay. Renault blinders 3. Gonna do a flat 3.
Yeah, these kickers are starting to shape up.
Yeah, it said 2 meter waves today.
I don't see them though.
They're coming in.
It's got a ways before they get 2 meters, but we have maybe half meter to.
Yeah, it's definitely good enough to do a few tricks off them.
Oh yeah, the kickers are fun. Solid front move from Yuri.
Nice.
For me, that seems like one of the more consequential tricks, like in these extreme conditions. If you screw up,
The more time you're in the air, the harder it is.
yeah.
The more likely you're gonna get a bad gust. Yuri with a
So
back move crashing in. What did you think of my filming?
I thought I think we should ask the people at home what we thought of your filming, because I have 2 words to say: no comment. I think you should stick to kiteboarding. But hey, right now we needed a break. Our cameraman needed a break, so it's good to get you behind the camera for a heat. But we'd rather see you in front of it actually ripping. So
Renault with a back roll to blind.
but Renault's not really putting it together this heat.
Yuri coming in full power with a S-bend. Passing at the last minute.
So we've got 18.46 for Yuri to Renault's 5.37. So very solid lead from Yuri Zun from Holland.
I was kind of expecting that.
There's Yuri with a nice frontside 3.
Renault with a Rayleigh to toe side.
Yeah, Renault unfortunately not. He's got a blind judge 3. He's got a 313 and a actually no, that was the wrong one. I was looking. He's got a blind judge 3, and that's about it for Renault. So he really needs to pull something out.
And he did a back to blind. Oh no, did he land it?
It was a crash. So he's got 8 trick attempts, and he's got 1 trick actually landed that's given him any real points. So unfortunately, it's not looking good at this point, and there's still 2 minutes 44 seconds remaining. So he really needs to make these last
Oh, Yuri almost killing Toby.
trick attempts count. So he's got 4 more tricks, and he really needs to land all of them if he's going to have a chance here against Yuri Zun. Yuri's riding extremely well given the circumstances. Going for another back move and missing it. Who were some of the your favorite riders? Like just
On the
kind
tour?
of, yeah, before, well, whatever, just not growing up, but before you were actually on the tour competing against them, who were some of the top guys that you looked up to? And
Yeah, just Aaron, Yuri, just the usual.
just the usual.
Alex Pastor from last year onwards, riding amazing.
Did you get a chance to hang out and ride with the Tarifa guys?
Yeah, like all of us, we train all winter in the lagoon in Tarifa. We train all together.
Who do you usually ride with? Who are the main Tarifan guys?
Alex Pastor, Gisela, Jerome Clutens, friend of mine. Oh, Yuri.
Oh, on the wave. That was sick.
Yuri going for the barrel.
Smack it. Yes. Yuri Zun showing how to do it when there's features to be had. I love these natural features coming in here. It makes riding so much more fun when the water's doing interesting things. So we've got a pretty solid
back mode from Yuri, sticking it.
Sticking
nice.
So 22.81 prior to that back mob. And that S-bend that he landed on the face of the wave. So he's got a...
I think they'll count the S-bend as a pop.
Yeah. I don't think it matters at this point. Unfortunately, there's 30 seconds remaining here. And unfortunately for Renault, I don't think he's going to be able to pull it out in time. Which means we were going to see Yuri Zun.
So there's a women's heat next. Bruna v. Victoria.
What's her last name?
I don't know. I'm not sure. She's a new girl.
Bruna versus Victoria. Gonna have to go back here to our women's. Switch gears as we're gonna switch over to our ladies and see what we have there. So you were saying it was Bruna and Victoria Rosinska. She beat Gisela. Well, it was a pretty tough heat. I was up here watching it just score by score, and it was basically the same thing. Like, she was just lagging by a point, and Gisela like almost had it, and she landed a slam, but then didn't ride away from it. Yuri just coming in style, riding away. But I'm here in the booth with the And we're back live from Fuerteventura, not Tarifa, with Bruna Kajia
And Victoria
Rosinska.
Brzezinska. That's it. Victoria coming in. Whoa. S-bend, face
Ooh.
plant. Nice.
What kind of kite is that? It's like
Gin.
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 Swiss brand, isn't it?
Oh, I'm not sure.
It's a paraglider company, actually. But yeah, Victoria getting pretty far away from her board on that first jump. Unfortunate for her. Bruna's going to be...
S-bend from Bruna. What do you reckon? People with boots have an advantage here or less advantage?
I would say they probably
Have the advantage.
have an advantage, because if you lose... it's easy to lose your board here, and it's easy to get far away from your board here.
The only thing is putting them on is quite hard with all this
The gusty
gust
winds.
wind.
Yeah, it's pretty hard, and then it's really choppy out back, huh?
Yeah, but I think with boots you feel the chop less.
Yeah, that's true. You've got a lot more cushion. What's your take on boots? You're going to
Yeah,
make the switch?
just waiting for the right board and the right time to switch. I don't think it's too good for your knees when you're so young.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see both sides of it. I mean, I think they both really have advantages and disadvantages, but definitely I think from the riding side, it's got a lot of advantages as far as being able to come out of tricks pretty powered.
Not losing your board.
Yeah.
Bruna,
Barely revert. Bruna's riding a wave on the way in, giving us a hang loose sign. And Victoria Rosinska defeating our current world champion Gisela Polito in an earlier heat, setting up here for something. And
an S-bend.
she's kind of letting the same thing happen each time on that same trick. She's just got to keep that kite a little bit lower. And I think she would get a bit more out of it, but
Bruna with a ready to blind, dropping her kite. It's even hard to ride for the men here. I
Yeah.
can't imagine how hard it is for the women.
no, nor can I.
Do we switch back to men after this?
I believe we do.
What's the next heat?
Let's find out. The next one will be the losers final, so it's going to be Reno Remu versus Alberto Rondina. Battle for third and fourth.
Who did Albie lose against?
Albie lost against Alex Pastor.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, we've got Yuri Zun versus Alex Pastor in the winners final,
As usual.
which is going to be a doozy, as I like to say. Do they say that in Spain? It's going to be a doozy? Do they
Spain, they tend to speak Spanish.
well, how about in Britain?
I don't know. Don't live there.
What's your... did you ever live in Britain? You've always lived in Spain.
Yeah, I was born in Spain, raised in Spain, and I still live there. So, kind of a bit Spanish. Even though I don't really look it.
Well, you don't sound like it when you speak English. Oh, and Victoria going down on a rally to blind. And that is Bruna on the inside here. Pretty much looking like she's got this heat under control with a solid 9.47 points to Victoria's 3.2 points. So Bruna with a solid, comfortable lead, but we still have some time. Bruna's sticking her blind judge on the way out. We've got a minute 45 remaining here. Bruna Kajia from Brazil versus Carolina, not Carolina, but Victoria. She's from Russia?
Yeah, no,
Is
she's Polish.
Oh, Polish, I'm sorry. Okay. Victoria Rosinska, I guess that makes sense, yeah. There's quite a few Polish
But
female competitors.
she lives here, I'm not sure if she lives here, but apparently she trains here a lot.
Okay.
So she's used to the conditions.
So we've got Bruna Kajia with a 15.414 lead.
Bruna
S1.
S-bend to blind or S-bend pass.
Pulling
Not
it
quite
out.
sure. With a double kite loop.
Yeah, pulling it together there, holding on. So securing her her lead with only 40 seconds remaining in this heat. 15 points for Bruna Kajia to 3 points for Victoria Rosinska. So Bruna sitting pretty comfortably here in the lead with just under a minute remaining.
I think the tower's about to fall down.
The tower has felt like it's about to fall down
Yeah,
a
the
few times.
security people said that it was on a tilt
Yeah.
already.
Saw that. I saw the jet ski came by and said,
Not very comfortable sitting at the very top of it.
no, I would lose a lot of, well,
Technology.
yeah, let alone probably get pretty bruised up myself. But that's going to do it for our ladies, Bruna Kajia and Victoria Rosinska, for that women's heat. We've got...
Heat starts.
And we're back.
Renaud Romel with V. Alberto Rondina for the losers final of the men. I'll be with a shifty.
Let's hope that Renault's got a little bit more in his bag. Ooh, Albie with a flat 3, but missing the bar. Hopefully, Renault did not have a good heat that last one. It's pretty.
I'll be shifty 3, nice. Renault shifty 3. Seem to be equal now.
Let's find out. Still waiting for scores to come in, but Albie's up front here. I think he was going for his, would that be a switch 3-1-3?
Yeah. Oh, Renault blind just 3. Seems to be that Renault's winning now.
I don't know. We will have to see, but
I'll be NIS with a grab.
Going down. Kite taking a beating on that one.
Cabrino strong. Good quality.
Commercial. So we've got 4.6 for Alberto Rondina and a 9.43 for Renault, but he just stuck 3-1-3.
But he's it's a repeat trick. He already did it.
Yeah, but this one might be better.
No, I think it was worse.
It was. Looking like it was about the same, to tell you the truth, from our judges, but
I'll be putting third shifty in a row.
Time to move on to another trick when you miss it 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Is that, you think, what you would do if you going for a trick and 3 times and you keep missing it? Would you just switch up to something else?
Yeah, probably. I'll be front side 3 with an indie grab. And Renault with the front roll.
As the waves bash into the judges' tower, rocking it back and forth. Come on, Renault, what you got, buddy? No.
I'll be coming in. I'll be with a front blind
going down, though.
Crashing the kite in the waves.
Not a good position to crash your kite. But he's looking all right. These kites relaunch pretty darn easy. Until they get eaten by a wave. He's back up. Renault's kind of keeping his eye on him, seeing what's going on. But we've got Alberto Rondina with only an 8.2 to Renault's 10.3, which both are pretty low scoring heat so far. And Renault just tomahawking his kite into the water, kind of a testament to how challenging these conditions are.
I reckon Albie's going to catch up now.
If
he sticks the next trick.
It's a pretty close heat so far, that's for sure. 2-point spread. Alberto Rondina trailing. But
I'll be sticking the front blind and Renault crashing, so Albie will probably catch up right now. If not, pass him. Oh, Albie with a low mope. No way. Oh, he had it.
Had it and dumped his kite at the last minute. But he's back up and riding.
And he's leading, isn't he?
Albie now is leading with a 13.19 to Renault's 10.03. So a 3-point spread. Alberto Rondina leading. Just moved into the lead with that last trick, that front blind. And it is anyone's game right now. We still got a minute 45
Albie
left in this heat. Albie missing his bar
crashing,
again.
losing his board. Oh no, he's still got his board. Dropping his kite though.
So what's up with Annabelle's bar? She has like some special girl bar? Or
Yeah,
is
Cabrina for 2013 have women's kite and a women's bar.
Women's colorways. That's pretty interesting.
The brakes lower down so they can reach it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The brake.
Chicken loop smaller.
Yeah. So you're probably going to be riding that kit next year, right? The women's kite.
Yeah, probably. I was thinking about it.
Albie going down. I'm not sure what he tried to pull there, but it was
Kite loop back roll.
kite loop back roll. All right. So we've got still the same spread that we had last time.
Renault S-Bend pass. Not such a good one, but might closen up that gap. But Albie's going. And he's gonna do it.
Only 30 seconds remaining and 3 points difference between Alberto.
Albie blind judge.
Albie blind judge. That's going to help him out here. I think Renault's got 20 seconds to really pull something significant out. And it will have to be significant because it's going to be a pretty big spread after that blind judge. But let's see if he's got it. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Albie.
2, 1.
Albie with a sick NIS. And
Albie,
Renault with the crash. So I think Albie's got that one.
That's it. That is going to put Alberto Rondina into third place, winning the losers final here in Fuerteventura over Renault Remu. Pretty spectacular heat right there. Those are the kind I like where it's just down to the wire, you know. And we're back live from the 2012 PKRA Fuerteventura World Cup here, the women's finals.
Oh, Asha taking a beating, flying away.
That was Karolina Runkoska at the buzzer, and Asha Litwin going down
After the trick, actually.
after the trick, but losing her board, which is she's got a fair drag back to it, but she should have it here in a second. But Karolina's got a few moments rather, of personal time on the water where she can just do what she wants. And she said, "I will do a blind judge, and I will
Not
miss
land it."
the bar."
Asha still trying to find her board.
She is still dragging back. I think she needs to go on the opposite tack now. One of the, I guess, displays of one of the downfalls of straps in these types of conditions for this competition.
Yeah.
Karolina with a pretty solid rally. So pretty early on in the heat, but we've got a 1.5 point spread between these two ladies. Nothing substantial on the boards yet.
So this is one of the first times that Asha's in the final, actually.
Yeah, that's
this
true,
year.
huh?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And this might be the first time that Karolina wins, too.
This is true. She's been on the podium almost every event.
Karolina.
Yeah, and in the top
2, 3.
Yeah, but never really taken one home. So this could be her time, at least to win the single. She's got to work. She's going to have to hold her ground in the doubles if she ends up winning this. But she's probably pretty excited to even be here sitting in the finals.
Asha coming in full power.
Just lit.
Oh.
Karolina said, "I'm going to do my trick now."
Asha with a
Stuffing it into the back of a wave. I think she should have waited until she was a little bit further on that swell. Of course, I'm one of the best backseat riders. I've got all sorts of advice for what the riders are doing wrong.
Yeah, it's quite easy to see what they're doing wrong from up here, but once you're in the water,
Yeah.
40 knots. Oh, Yuri's dropped his kite in the wave before his heat.
Ooh. Not good, but at least his heat's not on. But we've got the ladies on, Karolina Runkoska versus Joanne.
And we've got the
Litwin.
men's final next. Yuri Zoom v Alex Pastel.
So these are the last two heats of the days. You guys, thanks for staying with us and tuning in, dealing with our banter, but hopefully you've enjoyed the action. And we'll come back tomorrow because there's more on the way, as there is throughout the week here, day 2 of the Fuerteventura World Cup.
Oh, Asha with a massive blind 3-on-3. Not able to hold on to the bar. And Karolina coming off the back of the wave.
Ooh. Getting caught up in that wave. Let's see something off the kicker.
Yuri Zoom out there too. Going upwind.
Can see Karolina's just struggling here a bit.
So you really don't think my filming was good?
I didn't say that. I just said I thought you should stick to kiteboarding instead of filming. Maybe with some practice.
Karolina with a
Back roll to revert. Yep, you're 15. So you got any brothers and sisters?
Got a sister.
How old is she?
19.
Ah. Keep her away from the PKRA.
I will.
Good idea. Carolina is just loaded. You can see her just edging, trying to keep it under control, but still getting a 3-1-3 off just in the nick of time. Recovering her
sticking
kite.
it,
Yeah,
doing about 5 kite loops. So the women are on the same size kites as the men, pretty much.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive, huh?
Mm.
Yeah, Carolina on a 5 meter.
Ash on a 5.5. And Yuri Zun and Alex Pastor on a 5.5 and Yuri Zun on a 6.
So pretty much the smallest kites that these guys carry around.
Oh, Asha sticking through on 3, failing again.
Probably the smallest kites that these guys would ever want to ride.
Yeah.
But we've got on the scoreboard Carolina with a very solid 11-point lead over Asha Litwin. Asha not really getting a whole lot, unfortunately. Plenty of trick attempts, but no real solid tricks on the board.
How strong do you reckon it is? No.
Oh, I mean, it's 25 to 35 with probably higher gusts in the 40s, huh?
Yeah. Looks really strong now.
So we've got just 1 second right there, the end of the heat of our ladies final with that's going to be Carolina Winkoska winning her first ever single elimination
This year.
out of this year. Has she ever won one in the past? I don't
I'm not
recall,
sure.
but I'm not sure.
Maybe the singles, but I don't think she's won an event yet.
Yeah, so she's going to be happy with that result there. All
And the
right.
heat
The water.
back to commentating.
Commentating back to the water, Alex Pastor.
Going blind judge, pretty powered. Sick. I reckon, what do you reckon Yuri's can do? I reckon a blind judge 3.
I think
And
a
he
blind
does.
judge 3 and answers back. Pretty similar execution, both of them really well done. I wouldn't want to call who did that better.
I reckon Yuri, because it was 3. Oh, Alex Pastor with a slim grab. Nice. Yuri coming out. I reckon he's going to copy the trick. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Rayleigh. Oh, and another Rayleigh combo. It's a 3-on-3. Big one.
So that is Alex Pastor right there in the red trunks.
With a blind judge and a slim with the grab. And Yuri with a blind judge 3 and a 3-on-3.
Alex loading up.
Switch, slim, face plant. Sick.
Alex going down. I know Alex has had a couple pretty bad heats, or in earlier events, couple bad events. He had some actually spectacular heats in those events, but not the finishes overall that he was hoping for. So I know he's pretty intense on recovering from those. Not sure what that was, but Alex did something else.
I think it was a Loma 5 or something. Maybe.
His kite got quite high.
Oh, Yuri with the front move. The kite diving down into the water.
Really nice Hasselhofer front move. -1 from Yuri. Going through a frontside 3, but missing the bar. Back underway. That's Alex Pastor coming in on the monitor. We've got a pretty solid 5-point lead right now from Alex Pastor.
Have they counted the front move
No,
from
they
Yuri?
still haven't counted it yet. There's actually 2 tricks coming in yet to be scored for Yuri right now. First one just came in, and the second one just came in. So we've got an 18.45 to a 17.42. Yuri leading by 1 point.
Yuri leading.
So very close heat so far, and just 4 minutes remaining.
Yuri's got the upwind advantage right now. Alex Pastor down at the end of the box.
That is Yuri opening up with an
S-bend.
S1, S-bend 1. Going to increase his lead even more. It's not a huge lead. These guys are both scoring much higher points in their tricks than some of the other heats we've seen. So a few point spread isn't that big of a difference. And definitely with 3.5 minutes remaining, it can go either way. Let's see what Mr. Pastor has up his sleeve.
And it's a massive.
Slim chance. NIS kite got pretty high.
Yeah,
Not
but it
sure.
was pretty high. It was switched too.
So that means Alex is shown he's got the slim on both tacks.
Yuri with a switch slim.
Wow.
Pretty low.
Very low, just pulling it out at the last minute. Really powered.
Alex Pastor with a back roll.
Not much. That trick right before Yuri threw.
Oh, Yuri zoom. Oh, massive back mode. Sick.
Yuri pulling into the lead now over Alex Pastor. Yuri just doing a nice styly ollie indie. But still waiting for 2 tricks to come in from our judges. But we've got pretty close heat here.
Alex
Shaping up. going down, just tomahawking his kite. Ooh.
Trying a double S-bend pass, double S-bend
It looked
blind.
like his kite may have split. I don't know. It definitely was a pretty substantial pounding on the kite, but it looks like it's still together.
Looks like something's wrong with it too.
Yeah, it looked like something might have happened, but hopefully he can get that up. And his kite's fine, looks like. And he's
Yuri with a massive kite loop.
so we still have 4 outstanding points right now or 4 outstanding tricks from Yuri. So I'm saying it's pretty safe to say that he's got this pretty decent lead right now over Alex Pastor. We've got 1 minute remaining here for Alex Pastor to pull a couple big tricks, and he's gonna have to do just that to bring it back together. But right now, we've got Yuri Zun with a pretty solid lead over Alex Pastor. He's gonna need to pull something really big. And if Yuri gets something here, it's probably going to be
his win.
Yep.
And
he's going down.
He's
Puts his
going
kite down. And
here's Alex's chance. What's he going to do?
Oh, let go of the barge. The barge just got ripped out of his hand right at takeoff. So he's got 6 seconds. Not sure if that's going to be enough for Alex Pastor to recover this, but he's going to try and throw sick back move at the buzzer right there. Unfortunately, I'm going to just speculate that it's not going to be enough, as Yuri Zun's sitting with a nice 40 points, and so that trick would have to be over 10 points for him. And actually, he was at his trick maximum for that, so that's going to do it from for our men here.
So it's Yuri Zun winning.
Unfortunately, yeah, we've got Yuri Zun.